What's going on, guys? CKD123 per video, and today, I was looking at the news. It's kind of a, kind of a slow news day, right? I'm recording this on a Wednesday night, so but nothing really, big I want to talk about in news. However, I was, just chilling. I'm like, why not tell a story? So today, I'm gonna give you guys a little story about my first day at work. Now, if you guys don't know, I am a busser slash server slash barback slash whatever else is on my repertoire skill set at a restaurant, right? And this restaurant's on the golf course. It's in Phoenix, Arizona, and yeah, that's basically what my job is, right? So I roll in October 1st, 2014. Yes, I know the day of my first day at work. Like, I know that day. It is definitely October 1st, 2014. And, I walk in, like, I'm super nervous, man. Like this is my first job, and the boss is my friend's dad, so I want to make sure I impress him. And also, this is being my first job, I am walking in with no experience, no background, no nothing, right? So I want to make sure that I do the best I can do at the job, best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I do like a flying colors, first day impression. So I got the uniform ironed, I got my name tag on, I got my pens, my Sharpie, I'm all ready to go, right? I got my apron, I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to ball out, I'm ready to, do the best I can do, right? So I get paired up with another worker, her name is Bree, right? So Bree was walking me through a bunch of stuff, making sure I know where to fill waters, what are the table numbers and booth numbers and all stuff that you go through on your first day of work. And so, things were going fine, going smoothly. I was learning how to do the job, all that good stuff, right? And then, it starts to get, a little bit more packed because, it's a restaurant. We kind of get busier at night. So, things were, kind of getting hectic. But, I was keeping up. Everything was all fine. No issues, no problems, right? Until this one table walks in. Now, this table consists of 4 gentlemen, right, of their older age, right? They're a little bit older. And so, they sat outside the patio. They were just chilling, having their, drinks, doing their thing, whatever, right? So then we bring them their food, what I'm saying? They're having the meal, delightful. Everything's all good. Everything seems okay, right? This just seems like a normal table to me, right? And so then I look at that table I'd say maybe about 10 minutes later, and they're all gone, right? They have food plates that are about, pretty much like almost done. Like, you would assume that they were probably done with it, right? So, just me kind of watching the table, it looks like they were done, right? So it looks like, that table needs to be bussed, trying to, come on, Kev, let's go, do your job, right? So, I start, having the cups on the tray and the wine glasses, everything, I start making sure the table is clean, right? I'm trying to bust the table, right? So then Bree comes over, she just helping me out, what I'm saying? So we get it all 100% clear, everything's all good. We go in the back, drop it off, and where you gotta drop it off. We come back, and the 4 gentlemen are standing by the table. And my immediate thought is run, right? I was like, I need to run, but no, I'm not gonna run, right? Come on, I'm not gonna run, Kev. So my second thought was, oh my god, I'm gonna get fired. This is done. I'm over with. I just busted the table that they weren't done eating at. Oh my god, I'm screwed. I'm gonna get fired. That didn't happen as well, right? So what happens is they look at me and they're like, why did you bust his table? And then I said, well, I didn't see you guys over at the table. It looked like you guys were done. I was, I just thought that you guys left the restaurant, right? And so then he goes, no, we just went to the bar and watched the game on the TV screen. But no. He didn't say it like that. He said it, with a rude tone and like, acting like I just killed, his child, whatever, something crazy like that. But, in my defense, right, to be fair, right, to be fair to me, right, it looked like they were done, okay, and there was no sign, of no cell phone, there was no phone on the table, there was, no laptop on the table, there was nothing, to pinpoint that they were still eating, right, it looked like they were gone, right, you know what I'm saying, it just looked like they were gone, okay, and so, instead of me telling him that, right, because, he's always right, customer's always right, I don't want to start any, friction or commotion or whatever, so I'm like, what, sir, you're right, I made a mistake, my apologies, I'll, see what I can do, right? So I go to my manager, right? I assume he's going to get super mad at me, he's going to be mad, but I was like, listen, me and Bree, but, because, I got to throw Bree on the bus too, I can't just, have me take the flames, Okay. So I'm like, yo, I bust the table, that they were still eating at. So if there is some way that we can get, their food out again, like, that'd be cool. So then, they made all the other meals again, and they had it to go because they were gonna leave, right? And so then I walk out, my walk of shame. I give them the food to go, and he looks at me just dead in the eye, full of hate for buzzing his table when he wasn't there, and he didn't leave anything to say, hey, I'm still here eating, not phone, nothing, right? So he just looks at me dead in the eye and just walks away, right? And so that was my first day at work, right? And so that same group of people have come in, and every time they come in, they don't talk to me. They don't, do anything involving me. They don't ask me for nothing. They just act like I'm not even there on the shift, right? So, which is, I mean, okay, right? Fine. All right. I guess I did you wrong, on my first day at work. But, I don't know why you would, hold a grudge like that, for years at this point. It's been years at this point, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. And so, yeah, that was the story of my first day on the job. If you guys have any funny stories about your first day at work, leave them down in the comments below. Also, while you're down there, check out my description. You can find my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that good stuff. You can follow me on there. Also, down below, if you like this story, if you like, me as a person, if you like the content, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate all the feedback and the support you guys give me. I really do appreciate all of it. Thanks for watching. And as always, I got you.